Joining us this afternoon is technology expert and professor at San Jose State, Ahmed Banafa. Ahmed, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Anytime, Andre. Good to talk to you.
Pleasure to talk to you as well. You know, we've talked about these stories over the last few years about these issues with rideshare drivers and customers. And what do you make of the changes here that you've seen Uber launch, at least testing it out in these three cities?
I think it's about time because this service is available in 40 countries. It started in 2019 in Saudi Arabia. And so far, since the start of this service, about 100 million rides that Uber did. Now, keep in mind, Andre, that Uber has have 8 million drivers globally and about 1.5 million in the United States and 210,000 here in California. So having a service like this, they're going to expand a lot of their services.
You know, it was interesting. You mentioned that they had it in Saudi Arabia back in 2019. What do you think took them so long to unveil it here, considering the issues that Uber, not just Uber, but Lyft also had with complaints from customers?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the right answer for this, but probably they're looking at the legal ways, you know, looking at some way to introduce it in a way which can have respect to everybody's, preferences. But a service like this is really needed, especially when you talk about numbers like in between 20 and 2022, you have something close to 2,700 misconducts and sexual assaults in an Uber. So things like this one is really costing the company a lot, whether it's reputation or money. And they have seen it successful in other countries. And you can add to this, Andre, that some countries have buses just for female, and it's not just only, regular cars, because they look at it from a perspective, it's more safe for them, and they feel more comfortable, being in such a space like that.
You know, Lyft has had this option since 2023 here. From a business perspective, I can definitely see why they would want to have something like this, and especially since they've had it in other countries as well. What else are you looking at, Ahmed, as you look at this change? I mean, right now, technology offers us features as a whole, not just rideshare, to personalize how we use them. So how do you see that changing as we move forward here and technology develops?
It's really going to respect our privacy. Make it more safe for people. I mean, at the same time, if you look at the services, not just only the customers or the riders here, it's actually even the drivers. The driver, they can say, okay, only women, I know that accept the request from women. So the more the technology understand the problems of the society, the more we solve it in a way which makes everybody feeling better and safe, and reduce the problem we are seeing and the problem we are talking about it all the time. So when we have a service like this, it's really a smart move. Even though it's a pilot program in 3 cities, where we're talking about Los Angeles and San Francisco and Detroit, and that is the pilot program for them to see what will be the reaction. There is a challenge here, Andre, which is 20% of the drivers of Uber is female. So you're talking about 1 in every 5. That could be a challenging part. At the same time, it could be a longer wait time. So this unbalance in the gender distribution, when it comes to the drivers, could be a challenging part for them. Maybe this is one of the reasons for them not to think about it quickly by saying, okay, if we deploy it,
Gotcha. And I should point out that Uber says it's not necessarily guaranteed you will get the driver of your choice, whether it be male or female, but it does increase your odds of doing this. And you are right, the options are less available, when you consider only 20% of these drivers are actually female. So wait times could definitely be affected. We'll see how that all plays out as we watch this. Ahmed Banafa, thank you so much for joining us, technology expert and professor at San Jose State University. We appreciate your time this afternoon.
Thank you, Andre.
All right. Well, coming up.